We got to roll the J on this one.
I got you.
We got to roll the J because I'm about to tell these motherfuckers how boxing work.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
Shout out to the great LDBC, this Step Boogie. I got the Blunt Rap First Lady in the car with me, Lola Love.
What's up, y'all?
We on our way to Pittsburgh. You know, Thanksgiving shit. But I wanted to talk to you about how boxing work because I was just talking to one of my LDBC members on IG, and I had just made a video of why I believe Terrence Crawford, what should happen next. I feel like Bud or Earl, one of them should take out Ugas, and the other one, for name purposes, get Thurman. But my LDBC member had said something real interesting. He was telling me how WBA blocked the fight. Like Ugas, and that's what I'm telling you, best friend. So what happened there, this is how it's like gambling. Remember, Pacquiao was an independent contractor. Hey, feed me who you got. I beat him. I make more money. Make it. We could build up the Earl, but give me Broner first. Pacquiao fight Broner, fed him. Broner wasn't really picked to win. He cool. He come back to Al Haymon. He fight Keith Thurman was a test though, and it's like damn, because they wanted to eliminate They just needed Pacquiao's juice. Keith Thurman fucked up by losing. It's like, look, you played all these games and we let you be positioned. You got the opportunity to fight. He was the first one at the crack. See, Broner, they didn't expect Broner to beat Pacquiao anyway. He's not great like Pacquiao. They expected Keith Thurman because right then and there, then it would have, the biggest fights besides Crawford Spence, it would have been Thurman versus Spence. Settle it. He lost and fucked everything up. So what they do is, then he was so inactive, then Pacquiao was so inactive because everything got to be bred. He ain't worried about a belt or nothing. Then the pandemic stripped him of the belt. Ugas get the belt. The same belt that Pacquiao used to have that he took from Thurman. Get what I'm saying? Pacquiao gave up that belt because he didn't defend in time. But I get it, because he like, who gives a fuck? I'm going for money. So if I got to sit 2 years, it don't matter. And that's the position. He's earned that right. He's on another level. It's beyond belts when it come to Pacquiao. He's a legend.
Right.
So the young fighters, the reason why they want him on his resume is because all the universal people that know Pacquiao don't know Earl. So you put Earl's name with him. This the thing, but guess what I think happened? I think they already knew about the retina. And they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to build this fight up with Earl's name. And at the last minute, he's going to pull out, but everything going to be in motion that they not going to pull out completely because Pacquiao going to win his check and like feed me anybody. And we going to give it to Ugas because he's still with us. That's the shit that the WBA is mad at because the WBA, remember the sanctioning bodies, they the mafia, they the judges of the mafia basically. So think about it. They want to dictate their champion. Do you think the WBA want Pacquiao as their champion or Ugas?
Pacquiao.
Do you think they want Ugas as their champion or Earl?
Earl.
So out of spite, since they knew the whole play, nah, we gonna block that fight out of spite.
Yep.
Fuck Ugas fighting Earl for unification. Because that's like they gotta break the money down.
Right.
Nah, we gonna work this motherfucker. You get what I'm going on now? Because they probably knew what they did.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers knew Earl was hurt. I believe they knew this play.
Yeah.
How the fuck Ugas knew to stay ready like that? Even though I think he was originally supposed to be on the undercard of that fight. They probably never even told Ugas. See, Mafia shit, you just stay
Yeah.
ready. They had Ugas thinking he was fighting on the undercard against a nobody nigga the whole time. He get that good news. Hey, guess what? You in the main event now. WBA, you dirty motherfuckers. Ugas beat Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And it went against what they wanted.
Because it's in Al Heyman's best interest for any of his PBC fighters to beat this nigga. And take his clout. You see what I'm saying? I think it would have been better if Earl did it because he was already a name.
Right.
But they like, fuck it. Anybody do it because now Al Heyman could go back to dictating. You can't dictate with Pacquiao.
Right.
He could sit out until he ready to fight. You get what I'm saying? It's leverage.
Yep.
So with that being said, because of the fuckboy games that's been played, Earl and Bud gonna have to fight each other, and it's not gonna be for undisputed. You see what I'm saying? Unless they trying to make motherfuckers wait till 2023, and I don't think you should risk that long. Earl already got a detached retina. Bud is getting older. You see what I'm saying? And you always got the young motherfuckers we don't know that's coming.
Yep.
Boots Ennis, he's coming. Virgil Ortiz, these niggas are young fighters that's ready. But the old gods got unfinished business. You see how it's cleaning? Danny had his last hurrah when he lost to Earl. Everybody expected Earl to win anyway.
Yep.
So by them expecting Earl to win anyway, it's a name. You got Danny on your resume.
Right.
Now he's done. He fought everybody. He can't complain. Hey, retired. I hope you invested well. You done fought big fights. You done been in like champion. If you in championship fights on the Danny Garcia level, ever since he been fighting at 140 at the championship level, that's $1 million plus purses.
Right. Right.
So hopefully niggas invested well. And see, time then went by so fast on them niggas. That's what happened. Yeah, Earl really over. We really witnessed it.
Yeah,
We
they
witnessed
on
the
their way
Keith
out.
Thurman, Earl Smith, Sean Porter, Bud Crawford, Earl, and it's coming to an end.
Yep. Yep.
It's coming to an end. So, I guess Bud got to fight. I think Bud. But you never. What do you think? Do you think Boston gonna milk this shit and make them fight in 2023?
Probably.
That's what they gonna do.
Yeah. But man,
Cause it's about money. They like, hey, look, man, we gotta maximize. We got Keith Thurman out there, and we got Ugas. These two motherfuckers got to get dealt with, and you got two fighters that's been built up. The PBC done built up Boots Ennis, but it's not smart to have that nigga fight until it's all the way developed. He shouldn't fight. They not. If I'm business, I know the fight fans gonna be, but I'm talking realistic of what goes on. I ain't about to be on here keep screaming, "They got a fan." We know what they do. So since we know what they do, we need to know what buttons to press. If Bud is not going to fight Earl next, it needs to be either Ugas or Thurman. And I think Thurman, because Ugas is tied up with a mandatory. A motherfucker we don't know. That Bartley could fight. Hopefully, Ugas could be in an entertaining, dominant looking fight that add more juice to his ass.
To his resume.
But boxers that they damn near don't even fight that often no more. See, back then it didn't take that long because Ali will fight this nigga this month and then it's another big fight in 3 months.
Yep.
These niggas is building up, and but I can't just cook it because it's a different way they promote shit now. Get what I'm saying? It's so much other things to take people attention away. That some people don't look at the business side. You got some motherfuckers that's demanding a certain amount to fight a motherfucker, but realistically, they're not even going to earn that much money. Because what we talked about in the previous video, it's no personality in boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what boxing going to do when it come to Bud and Earl immediately, but I just got a feeling these motherfuckers ain't going to do what we want them to do.
Nope.
You know, I'm just a realistic motherfucker that's like, if Bud and Earl ain't going to fight next, can we at least see Bud Thurman or Earl Thurman? Please. And then Thurman, he's a bitch nigga though, because he's gonna be one of them niggas that feel like he need a warm-up fight, which holds up the division.
Yep.
So they might have to move forward from his ass, man. And that's sad.
For real.
That he didn't fight everybody.
He can't be considered the greatest of all time.
He can't be considered the greatest in this earth. He still got a chance if he get in the ring. All he got to do is beat Earl and Bud.
But time is ticking.
Time ticking. And the more time tick, the more juice that nigga don't have.
Yeah.
Online, people saying fuck Thurman. They're not even taking him serious. And I remember when that nigga was on the road, man. Because he had Fort Porter.
Yep.
And then he unified with Danny. And he was the number one guy. He got fat and lazy. That's what happened. I'm being honest. At one point, the biggest fight to be made was not Bud Crawford. It was Thurman's. I mean, it wasn't Bud versus Spence. It was Thurman versus Spence. Do you remember that? And to me, it was more of an excitement because of Thurman's personality.
Right.
They could confront each other more because they was on the same side as the street. You know, they was with Al Haymon. He done gave all that up, man.
Yeah.
Like Thurman shit sad, man. It looked goofy. When he calling these niggas out, it looked desperate for a payday. Because you didn't call them out when you was in position. You was, hey, I'm just gonna relax and I'm gonna let it build. And now it's, I fight Bud in 8 months. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you not that guy no more, bro. And you my guy, but you're not that guy. Humble yourself. Do you want to be great or not, bro? Just retire.
Yeah.
You know, Keith Thurman's last fight was against Manny Pacquiao? And that was in July of 2019. And do you know before that he was inactive for damn near 2 years? It's like he was off for 2 years. Then he fought at the beginning of 2019. Then he fought at the end. I mean, the Pacquiao 19. And now he's been out the ring again.
Yeah. He's too
done.
inconsistent.
You can't win like that.
You cannot win like that. You create momentum and then you die out.
And he knows that he can't really compete with these active. Bud and Earl been active. So at this point, he's trying to get a payday.
Yep.
And that's robbing the fans. If it's that. I still think it's good to put them niggas on their resume though. But that's how boxing work, man. That's how boxing work.
It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. Al Haymon set the WBA up. It's a little spite in it, so it's gonna be held up again. You see the little bullshit.
Because like you said, it's the mafia. They can call the police.
Yep. They can dictate. And there's so many elements to this mob business, because you got the ones that call the plays, the ones that advise the horses.
Yeah.
Al Haymon is the one with the horses.
The ones that pass out the flyers and promote it.
Yep. They on front line. That's how you know Bob Erm ain't really who he really. He's just a face. It's a nigga over Bob Erm that they don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, let me. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all donate to the Cash App. BluntRapENT. BluntRapENT in the Cash App. Let me get the fuck off there. I'm in the middle of the street with white people trying to run my ass over, man. Holler at us.